I'm Hafiz Othman. I'm an intrapreneur. Currently, I'm the Executive Director of Emaan Catalyst Community. So I run Emaan Catalyst Community as a company. It is a non-profit company. It's registered in Accra, not as a charity, not as a society, but as a company limited by guarantee. We can do business, but it is for a social purpose. For many young people, right, you need to first find your purpose. Okay, and if there is a roadblock, it's a sign actually that it may be something that you need to find elsewhere, or you need to change or adjust a bit. You have several general skills, but you have one deep skill that you become someone that the organization not only values but cannot do without. God is pleased with me. That's another level that to me is very, very important to make me go further than just the human level of gratitude or thankfulness. So as you said, I have this social mission. I think probably it was developed in me while I was a student. Right? When I was a student, I was a active student activist. Okay, and got involved with community work a lot. So my lens, in order for me to get a career which is successful, is not just financial, right? Okay, but at the same time, you need financial to support yourself and so on and so forth. So that is everyone's dilemma. My father especially wanted to be a teacher. Okay.
So your father wanted you?
Yeah, to be a teacher.
Wanted you to be a teacher?
Yeah, wanted to be a teacher so much. Okay, that he was not happy that I chose the path that I wanted. Okay, why then you become a teacher? Join the government service and then become principal, and you are made for life. Okay, but I told myself that my wife is a teacher. My friends are many teachers, so why should I go into something that everyone is doing? Because I have this personality that I want to do something different. Okay, and I think to contribute to the society is to do something which others are not doing, but I can add value. Okay, so in fact, applied 3 times for teaching in the government schools. I got all the 3, but I rejected all the 3. Okay, because at the point of decision, I told myself, if I go into this, I cannot U-turn. Right, I will go all the way. But I tell myself, which means also I will leave behind what I love most. From my experience, if you were to do something good for the society, first we need to help ourselves first, and then we can help others. Okay, so that's my basic premise. Right? How can you help others when you are the one that seeking for help? Yeah. So financial sustainability is very important for you to help others. Okay. So if you are to be in the area of wanting to impact others, although it's socially, but you don't have the financial strength, then it will be limited. It was really necessary for me to move on because I already had 3 children, married with 3 children, and I had to basically feed my family. So I had to look out for other opportunities, and from there, I stayed in Micro for a long time, actually 15 years. Okay, and I realized that was a necessary 15 years in which I not only learned to work in a big organization, but I learned to work with different levels of leadership. I tried to find my purpose in that company, okay, and it was somehow there were a lot of roadblocks, okay, and I later realized that roadblocks were meant to tell me that this is not what you want to do, okay. I mean, that's why I lasted 15 years, okay. So that's why I want to share this also for many young people, right? You need to first find your purpose, okay, and if there is a roadblock, it's a sign actually that it may be something that you need to find elsewhere, or you need to change or adjust a bit. Okay, do not be so dogged, because the purpose may be very unique for you, which you cannot fit into that particular organization or particular situation. Okay, so you do not force. You cannot, like, you know, the saying goes, do not try to put a square peg in a round hole. All right, you'll be burned out. Okay. So what happened to me was that I tried to go into the training department because I was more, I wanted to do more look into human development, learning development. All right, there were some opportunities, but to me it was not that attractive. So definitely working in a small organization, SMEs, versus big organization, large organization, is different. And in a small company, you can do everything, right? You're supposed to do everything. You know, there's no such thing as you need to do human resource, you need to do, you know, budgeting. Okay, but in a big organization, you specialize in a very deep and one area. So I learned to be good in one thing. That's what I learned. All right. So when I was in SMEs, I learned to be good in everything. Because masters, jack of all trades, masters of none. But while in the MNC, I learn to be good in one thing, and to me that one thing basically is project management. All right, in a big organization, all right, there is proper management of human resource, proper management of performance, proper management of how we do things, be it in the quality, productivity, safety, these three areas that I was in charge. I've worked in these two organizations before, a business with a social mission and a social organization trying to, do business. Okay, so the difference is in the discipline, to me, in the discipline, because the discipline of the business is you need to make money, but the discipline of a social organization is to make social impact, right? First, okay. So if the objective of the organization, right, is to make money, okay, the discipline or the instinct is different. Okay, but at the same time, every social organization or non-profit or charity needs money, right? So the conventional method is to get from donations, or be it public or corporate. Okay. However, that is not sustainable in the long term. You are dependent on an external party. However, a social enterprise, it has a social mission and goals in the organization, and it is financially sustainable. It raises its own fund sustainably, and as the business grow, the social goals can be achieved better. I think it's not about one is better than the other. It's about what is the outcome that you want to achieve, right, out of whatever model that you want. So the outcome of a social organization is to make social impact. In order to make social impact, there are several things that you have to have, right? Money, people, and of course sustainability in terms of continuity and so on and so forth. But if you do not have the first thing, money, you depend on external sources or even sources which are not regular, then it will affect your social mission. Yeah, definitely it is a challenge for social organization, non-profits, to find someone who is really specialized in one thing, right, and be able to perform that function. If they do, they only have one or two. Okay, and somehow the tendency is to move towards, to me, what I've seen, towards fundraising. Okay, so and because again, one of the need of the charity or the non-profit is funding, right? So they put a lot of resources in terms of marketing, funding. That actually you don't put your resource to your core business, right? Your core business is to make social impact, community impact. Okay, so for example, I've seen many organizations because we do a lot of we work with volunteers. They may not even have a volunteer manager. All right, and if they do, okay, it is someone who is not really have the experience and specialization, to perform that, to me, a very important role, but at the same time, it's been relegated, to a secondary role. An entrepreneur is a person who owns his business, the business or the business of the company, in terms of projects, in terms of the ideas, in terms of the long-term objectives, but at the same time, they do not own the entity. Okay, they do not own the entity. Okay, so I mean, to simply put, they receive salary, all right, from the entity, but at the same time, unlike a normal employee, all right, they believe that their idea, their presence, and what they do in a company is part of what their life mission is as a person. Okay, so employee mentality versus entrepreneur mentality. In between, okay, you have someone who is an entrepreneur. That's my understanding. You need to find someone that can help you, all right, in the process of achieving your business goals. You cannot just do it out of on your own, without any help. So two concepts. One is someone who coach, who help you in the achieving your business results. Okay. So secondly is to have a mentor. And this is probably something that all of us experience. Someone who help us without any money. They help us by sharing their experience, by helping us open their network to us, giving opportunities, without any kickbacks, without any payment. So a mentor is what you need also. Mentors will find you. Yeah. All right.
Mentors will find us if they know we exist.
Exactly. So you need to be seen, to deserve the help of each mentor, because mentors are successful people in their own ways, right? And only when they see you as deserving help for free, they will help you. Otherwise, they will help you under a coach. A coach, you pay him, he just perform that role to achieve your business goals, right? Or your whatever goals that you want, life goals and so on and so forth. You pay the person. So you look for the coach, but the mentor looks for you. So this is a very good question, because most people don't understand the difference. I'm a professional coach, right? Okay, but you can never have a professional mentor. You don't get paid for a mentor. So a mentor is someone who helps other people, right? So I'm also a mentor to some other younger people, especially in the area of social enterprise. They are doing businesses, but they also have that social heart. So I'm a mentor also to some young people. Okay, currently I pay a coach to manage my business. Okay, so we meet him monthly, face to face or as a group. And in coaching, actually, trust is very important. Or business, trust is important. So the first call of the day is trust. So just imagine we are in a business coaching group. We have individual coaching and team coaching. In that team coaching, I was able to see the ups and downs of all other businesses. Okay, and because they are sharing it with the coach, okay, not with me, but the coach trusts that whatever I hear in that room keeps there, is confidential. Because one of the principles of coaching is confidentiality. Okay, then I learn not only from my own mistakes, from other people's mistakes. So these are mostly SMEs, like mine, right? So he will give advice, and he will make sure that I hold on to or not advice, he will give me certain solutions or describe certain solutions, and he will be accountable to that solution to me. So every time I meet him, he will remind me, okay, have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? Because we always get distracted by many things. So one of the role of the coach is to be accountable to your coachee, or to be someone accountable to a person who need the help. If you listen to the stories of people who are successful, it's never like, it's a linear progression, right? It's always success, but you need to go down and come up and go and come up. But there's this direction that you need to keep on going despite the up and down. So to me, some people say it's your northern star, all right? That bright thing that you want to achieve. As long as you can manage that up and downs, at the same time keep your direction, right? To me, it's not a failure. Right? You're still successful in trying to find your purpose, to find your life mission, and to be what you want to be. I mentioned about self-awareness. I mentioned about finding your strength, finding your purpose in life. I think it is very, very important for you to find time, all right, to find all this. Okay, to find your purpose in life, to be able to know yourself, self-awareness, to know your strength. I mean, you may be busy with a lot of things, but you must do it, because that forms the core and the strength of your journey. Jack Ma has these various stations in life according to your age. Okay, at a certain age, you're supposed to learn, really be good in one thing. Find a person who is able to help you, all right, achieve a success. And the third stage, you're supposed to give back, all right, to others, right? And his give back actually is at 40 years old. Yeah, so then we find ourselves that, we are late lah. Most of us, realize that 40 we still searching. Okay, so to me, we shouldn't give up, because everyone has different. I mean, Jack Ma is 1 in a million, right? Not everyone can become a Jack Ma. Okay, or even the prophet became the prophet at the age of 40, okay, and found his mission in life. I mean, he was trying entrepreneurship. He was trying to be a leader of the community. I mean, many things. Okay, and finally, at the age of 40, all right, he was given the prophethood. Okay, and his mission is that's his profession, that's his job, that's his passion, that's his mission, right? So, for us, we have to find, that. Okay, so even if you achieve that realization at the age of 50, and nowadays, average age is 80 in Singapore at least, you have some way to go. Self-actualization, okay, or in Maslow's theory, right, is not, to me, a station. It is a realization. Okay, so even if you think you have not achieved self-actualization, okay, is to be present, to do whatever you do every day happily. Then if you find meaning, okay, don't wait to be there. Be at the moment. Know that what you do today is what you love. All right, it's what you want to do forever, because it may not be in the form that you want, but once you are clear in that little thing, when you are ready, you'll be given the bigger thing. Most of the time, you're not ready to be given the bigger thing. That's why you're not given, because you may damage yourself. You may, affect other things negatively. So I believe in that. I believe everyone has given the time to be given certain things in life. Is to be patient, to be steadfast, and to ensure that you stick to what you believe in. And of course, as mentioned just now, find the right people to be around you. Equip yourself with things that will strengthen you, and that will probably make you achieve that self-actualization that Maslow talks about.